the sound of a maternal voice came faintly up the stairs.
"Is that Mrs. Lefkowitz calling?"
said Ashley. "Look, whatever you call me, you're not calling my mother Mrs. Lefkowitz. She didn't like it even when she was married to my father. If Helen isn't formal enough for you, call her Miss Gould."
"I shall call her Madame."
Before I could make any further objections, the person in question knocked on the door. "Come in," I called. "Honey, Oh, hi there, Ashley. You're here too. I was wondering. I thought I heard bouncing, but I didn't see you come in." It astonishes Ashley and me that our parents have failed for so many years to notice how we use our tree.
"Good afternoon, Madame,"
answered Ashley. "Excuseth me, Sir Ashley. I bid thee too the fairest of afternoons, evenings, actually. Killed any dragons today?" Ashley appeared too pained to reply. I took up her cause. "Mom, you're years out of date." "Oh ho, years out of date, ameth I?" she said agreeably. "How canst thou tell? The grammar? I pray thee, forgive thine old antiquated Monmouth. Keeping up with the latest in teendom beeth too difficult for me. Dinner time, honey. Ashley, you're welcome to join us."
"I thank you, Madame, but I knew not how far the day had advanced. My parents await me. Farewell."
Curtsying to my mother, the enthusiast tripped lightly down the stairs and took her leave. Chapter 2. I Seek Counsel. A Domestic Scene. Dancing Lessons. The next day was Tuesday, known in the Lefkowitz and Gould households as the Day of the Dad. I was glad. Not from any eagerness to spend time with my father, of course. Relations between us have been strained ever since he left my mother and me for the irresistible accountant, or Amy, as he prefers me to call her. Rather, I needed the advice of his next-door neighbor, the savviest person I know, Samantha Lou. A visit to Dad and Amy often includes Samantha. Our fathers, both pediatricians, share a practice and a backyard hedge. Samantha's mother, an allergist, also shares the hedge, of course, but she has a separate medical practice. The long bicycle ride over gave me plenty of time to consider Ashley's wild plan. Though my father and stepmother didn't expect me until dinner time, I started early, hoping to find Samantha free for a chat. Some subjects are best discussed in person, particularly those subjects that live a mere tree's breadth away from me. From time to time, Ashley and I overhear each other's phone conversations. I was in luck. Samantha was home. Once we had installed ourselves comfortably in the Lou's hammock with a pair of ginger ales, I opened my heart. "Okay, Sam, warm up the advice generator," I entreated. "What's up? Stepmother trouble again?" "No, at least not yet. I haven't seen Amy for a week. Right now, it's Ashley." At that name, Samantha gave an affectionate, twinkly grimace. It always surprises me that the two of them like each other as much as they do. Samantha is more than a year older and at least a millennium more mature. Ashley's reputation for eccentricity prevents her from rising to the upper circles of our high school world, even if she wanted to. Samantha, on the other hand, enjoys the status of a gymnast, a beauty, last year's president of the sophomore class, and the sister of the famously hot Zach Lou, still an object of near universal fantasy, even though he graduated last year. In fact, It's a measure of Samantha's social standing that she can afford to be gracious to someone as odd as Ashley. Or, I often think, me. Yet, Sam is loyal and, though skilled at manipulation, essentially kind. "What is it this time?" she asked. "Let me guess. Ashley's taken over your bathtub for her starfish collection? She's excavating an emerald mine under your basement and you're afraid your house will collapse. No, wait, I know. She's decided to go to school every day dressed as Martha Washington." With such intuition, is it any wonder Sam is so successful? "You got the first problem right on the nose," I said. "Well, the left nostril. Not Martha Washington. Jane Austen. Close enough, though. Jane Austen doesn't involve a white wig, which makes her a bit better, I guess. Ash is refusing to wear anything but a long skirt. No jeans, no pants. She doesn't want her lower limbs to show." "Oh, dear. I take it you've tried reasoning with her? Told her no one will sit next to her in homeroom and so on?" "When did Ashley ever listen to reason? Besides, she knows I'll sit next to her." "Well, you might not be in her homeroom this year, but I see your point. And begging didn't work either, right?" "Of course not." "Could you move her on to a new fad? Get her interested in rooting for the football team or something?" I paused to smile at the thought of Ashley rooting for the football team. This is a new fad, unfortunately. It started yesterday. It replaces the wet blankets. Then you'll just have to bargain with her. Refuse to do something she wants unless she agrees to wear normal clothes. In the meantime, maybe you can find some sort of in-between outfit that would work for either era. A long black skirt or an Indian print, something like that. That way, even though she might not look crisp, at least she won't look insane. Tell you what, if you don't find an effective threat by the weekend, let me know, and I'll get a few of the girls on the gymnastics team to come to school in long skirts on Monday, so Ashley won't be the only one. A generous offer. No one, however fond of gossip, could blame a sophomore for dressing like the gymnasts, the most successful athletes at Biz High. Last year, the girls' gymnastics team placed first in twice as many meets as the football and basketball teams combined won games. They were the pride of the school and the leaders of fashion. "But I didn't tell you the worst part yet," I continued. "Ashley's planning to crash a dance at the Four-Field Academy, and she wants me to come with her." Samantha gave a thumbs up with her ginger ale can. "There you go. Tell her you'll go only if she gives up the weird wardrobe." "No way, Sam! You want me to crash a dance at Snoot School? I'll die of embarrassment." "Face it, Julie. You know you're going to end up going anyway. You can never say no to Ashley. You might as well get something out of it this time." Much as I hated to admit it, she had a point. I finished my ginger ale, thanked her, and made my way to my father.